to request Dr. Nihar K. Patra, who is a young innovative librarian with a good number of publications in many reputed journals like Elsevier, Emerald, etc. And presently, he is a university librarian, Manipur University, Imphal. Before that, he has a vast experience in serving many government and corporate institutional libraries. So I now invite Dr. Nihar to share his views.
Thank you, Dr. Satpati Da, for inviting me as a panel member of this event. An excellent topic on our father of library science, Professor Ranganathan Ji. Good morning and happy Librarians Day to all. You know, many professionals said that the Professor Ranganathan was an inventor, an educator, and librarian, a philosopher, and one of the towering library leaders. Talking on today's topic, his philosophy contained in the five law of in is very relevant to the current digital era. These law have provided scientific approach to library science. He applied scientific and methods and principle to different area of library science. And in real sense, this day it is totally technology based. Though these law were developed before 89 years ago, you know, for the philosophy of Ranganathan, I consider him as a man of architecture, a man of architecture for the implementation of ICT in the library, whether it is in past, present, or future scenario. Because if we see the philosophy of all five law, these have complete contemporary relevance and directly impact our present tools, technology, and services in this digital age that have already been practiced and would also keep relevance in the coming 100 years or more to come. If you look at the Ranganathan original concept, compare it in our present time, and his philosophy is the same for both the period, the except the adding of the latest ICT infrastructures in this challenging market. Many professionals have rephrased, interpreted, and reward the Ranganathan five laws in different way. I also rephrased it. I'm giving my one examples. When I was associated with my previous organization, that is the National Institute of Food Technology and Entrepreneurship Management, I adopted a village with a group of BTech and MTech students for 3 years, with a view to sensitize and educate them of the problems and the practice of the farmers at the grassroots levels. At that time of adopted the village, I rephrased the five laws in the context of village farmers. That is, the first is the library serve the farmers. Every farmers his her informations. Every information is farmer. Save the time of the farmer and literate him her. Farmer are responsible for growing the nations, and accordingly we work with the adapted village. So in details, it is I'm not going to discuss in details in this scenario. So let's see how these five laws are relevance in this digital era. First, the books are for use. A Professor Ranganathan maintained that the book that the books in the libraries are not meant to be shut away from its users. It should be used and read and circulated. In the new concept, it's not like sitting down for the reading, clicking on the ebooks page, turning the pages and moving our eyes on over the words. Instead, it is now transferring someone else's thoughts into our own way through different media like the Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, blog post, and some other modes. Since this law focuses on access related issue, this day the library is using OPAC, the discovery service for searching the information for 24 into 7. And some libraries facilitate the AI, that is artificial intelligence technology, which is voice enabled, embedded the intelligence chatbot platforms. Uh, for example, the Plutchik, That is the artificial intelligence chatbot database that search NCBI, the National Center for Biotechnology Information Database. Even using AR VR, that is augmented reality and virtual reality, that provides more interactive and interesting way to consume with the contents with a better explanations, completely black out of the real world. Today, the libraries are customer focused and offer a much wider range of content, system, and the services. This law also emphasizes to OpenStack library and the space. But in the present day, the maximum libraries is diverting into the digital access and the makerspace. For the makerspace, the libraries are providing some of the tools like the 3D printing, the robotic, the laser cutting, the computer programming, the self-publishing, welding, these things. So people can come and they can practice in this makerspace. Coming to the second law, this every reader his her books. This law is a user-oriented law and the eliminates restriction for accessing library collection. For the present context, in the e-content is DRM free, that is digital right management, such as that unlimited users, unlimited printing, unlimited downloading, save the in contents, and e-resources are also available through the open access. Uh, so, for example, the SERA, that is Shared Access Research Ecosystems, a community open source initiative developing tools and service to connect related distributed research output, uh, facilitate new kinds of scholarly discovery. It manages, curate, and preserve massive amount of the digital access like the image, text, and data. It manages the big data. On the other hand, in this context of this law, this library is providing virtual reference service and developing collaborative work relationship with users, running analytics. Uh, then come to if we are coming to the third law, that is every book its readers. It focuses on the items itself and ensure the easy access of the books to the users through the cross-reference catalog. To physically locate the books, this day advanced library locating through the RFID handle reader systems and the robotic technology. Since this law is information oriented, it is the duty of the librarian to build a well organized collections of resources in order to maximize the chance that users will find what they need. I mean, the resources should be more discoverable. Therefore, the library is providing the service like the browsing, linking, reservoir, cross-reference or discovery services. Let's come to the point, the fourth law, save the time of the readers. The basic principle of all the modern libraries is to save the time of the researcher by adopting the suitable methods. In present scenario, the requirement of the techno-savvy librarians, implementation of latest technology is justifying this law. Uh, the tools and technology like the broadband connections, developing dynamic library portal to put all the information in one place, providing metadata search for entire set of electronic resources, link resolver, so that reader can access the best resources. And implementation of RFID technology, data repository, writing and citations tools, remote access tools, programming tools, and having subject librarians are really ultimately saving the time of the users. Coming to the fourth law, fifth law, that is library is a growing organism. The growing organism alone will survive, otherwise not. This law is still useful, especially when we are talking about the four areas of library, such as collections and staff, infrastructure, and patterns. In today's world, if you'll see the collections, this has been changes and transit from the print to electronic versions in the electronic media in different versions like the aggregator database. Staffs, if we are talking about the staff, it changes from the techno-savvy librarians, and maximum some of the libraries they are recruiting the subject library now also. We are talking about that infrastructure. This has grown a growth in different area, like the from the traditional space to the maker space, group discussions, and the lecture rooms, snacks bar, audio visual rooms, VIP rooms, exhibition rooms, special reference rooms, uh, etc. So, and if you are talking about the pattern, it's transit from the users. You know, the those days the users were coming to the library for the issue return of the books, but these days the users are very demandable. They are coming for their research work. They demand like they demand for the data and visualization services and other services. And library is also growing in collaboration with other library through the digital interlibrary loans. Some libraries, some organizations, they are using the software for the interlibrary loan, like the Library of Congress. They are using the Cello, and for the OCLC, they are using the Alliot. So such type of the digital technology that is uh, implemented these days. So that's all from my side on these topics, and thank you, and have a nice debate ahead. And thank you, LIS Forum, for giving this opportunity to say a few words.
Thank you, Nair, for nicely correlate the Ranganathan philosophy with the latest technology of libraries we are using today. And now I would like to invite Dr. Y.S. Rao, who is serving as the Deputy Librarian, School of Architecture and Planning, Vijayawada. He is very energetic young librarian, and before